All right, you guys, we are watching a video that shows you how to log into Khan Academy. We're going to use this video to log into both our Google accounts as well as Khan Academy, and then make sure that we are connected to the correct coach. Don't just ignore this if you think you've already connected to the coach, just because some of you guys might be changing it, and so make sure you're paying attention that you get to the right place. All right, so I'm going to come here to Safari. You guys will probably be going to Google Chrome, so go ahead and get onto Google Chrome right now. And then once you're on here, at any time if you guys need to pause the video, that would be a splendid idea. All right, let me just expand this a little bit. Up at the top, you're going to be typing in google.com and going to the home page. So up here at the top, it should say sign in or something along those lines. If it has somebody else's name, you probably need to click on their name and sign them out, because if you are signed in as somebody else, you're going to go to their Khan Academy account even when you try to go to your own. So make sure that it says signed in here and that it doesn't have anybody else's name. I'm going to go to sign in. And I have a list already of accounts that on my computer that I've signed in here with. I'm going to go down here to where it says add account, and we are going to put in our email address here. Okay, so your email address, if you do not remember, is your first name, last name at icimagine.org. So I'm going to put in my first name, last name at icimagine.org. Okay, and then I'm going to press next. And it already has my password saved in here, so lucky me, but for you, it probably doesn't. So your password is something you created before the break. Your teacher has a list of your passwords if you do not remember it, and it has to do with the last four of your student PowerSchool number as well as your last name. So make sure, if you do not remember it, make sure that you are getting with your teacher to find out that password. And so I'm going to press sign in. I am now signed into my account. If I were to look up here, I see that I'm signed in. And so that's good. I'm just going to keep it there, and I'm going to add another tab. And now I'm going to go to khanacademy.org. Okay, khanacademy.org is right up there. And so that's what you want to be typing in. So you can see I just left up Google because eventually by the end of the class period, you're going to have to sign out so that the next person does not sign into your stuff and have your information. Okay, so from here it says sign in, sign up. You're going to click there. And you've got all these options, and so the reason why we logged into Google is because we're going to use the Google option to sign in. So it says log in as Khan Academy with Google. It says please select the account that you would like to use. Now because we are already logged in, it has my name there, and so I'm going to click on that. If it's somebody else, you're going to sign in to another account here, but you should have your name up here because you already did this step up here. Okay, so I'm going to allow this. And then now you see I have my name up here. It says Serena Lynch. And your screen should look very similar to mine. And at this point, we're going to check to see that we are now linked in with the coach. Okay, so we've logged into Google, we've logged into Khan Academy, and now I'm going to go to my name and I'm going to click on it, and I see notifications. You might have some notifications there. We're going to ignore that for a minute, and we're going to come down here to, I believe it's settings. Click on settings. No, it's not settings. Give me just a minute. Profile. So go to your name and click on profile. Okay, so when you're at profile, this is now what your screen looks like. And you're going to go here to coaches. And so it says add a coach. Now you have over here your coaches. You might already have some stuff. I want all of you guys to be adding a coach to whatever your teacher tells you to put into this place. Whether you've already done it in the past or not, it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and do it again. So I'm going to put in a code. You are not necessarily going to be putting in the same code as me because you are putting in the code that works for your class. Okay? So some 7th graders might be putting in this code, some 7th graders might be putting in another code, 8th graders might be putting in a different code, and 6th graders as well. So make sure you are putting in the correct code your teacher has given you. Do not type this one necessarily. Okay? So now I'm going to click Join the Class. It says you have successfully joined the class. Over here it says Serena Lynch. Yay! So now you are connected. All right, so now I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to hit this refresh button right here. And now I see that I have my name and I have a 1 next to it. So I'll go up to the 1 and that's telling me I have 1 notification. And so it says your coach Serena Lynch recommends that the mission 8th grade engage NY for you. And so this is the recommendation of the mission is the mission that you're going to be doing. So in this case, I put in the code for 8th grade and I'm going to be starting that mission. So in order to start the mission, you have to do the warm-up because it needs to identify where are you at as an individual so that it knows where to place you. So mission warm-up, and you're going to get started. And so from here, this is kind of the basic layout of everything that you're going to see when you work through these. Here's your question. It says, ever since Renata moved to her new home, she's been keeping track of the height of the trees outside her window. It says the height as a function of time, so that's what that's standing for, models the height of the tree in centimeters T years since Renata moved in. And here's the equation. And the question is, how fast does the tree grow in centimeters per year? So you've got to be looking at this equation and be able to pick out how fast the tree grows. And then you've got over here the spots that can help you. So when you think you might know the answer, you're going to put the answer in there and you're going to check it here. If you need help, I'd like a hint right here. So for example, if I put in, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's 10 for some reason, and I check my answer. And it does not move forward. It says show me hints, means that nope, you had a mistake. It is definitely not 10 centimeters a year. So you need to see a hint, and it says, it gives you the hints here. Now, this is not enough information to help you. You're going to give yourself another hint right there. And at that point, I'm going to say, okay, I think that it's given me the answer here. Therefore, the tree grows by 33 centimeters per year. There's my 33. I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to now check my answer. And yay, I've got my little happy face, and the answer is correct. And go on to the next one. I didn't get points for that one because I had to use the hints. And that's okay because the computer needs to know where you're at in order to make sure that it's giving you questions at your ability. Okay. So the next one says find the value of x in the triangle shown below. Here is your information and you're trying to figure out what that answer is. So this is a good place where you should have pencil and paper and you should be working this out and you should be saying to yourself, I know that a triangle adds up to 180 degrees, and if I have these 2 degrees, I could subtract that out to find this value here. It says show scratch pad, and you could be writing, like I could do 180 minus this 85 and the 67, but that's going to take you forever. So we're definitely going to be using pencil and paper. Make sure that you are writing down information to help you get to these answers. Okay? When you put in your answer again, you're going to press check answer. You're going to get a little check mark if it is correct, or an X if it is wrong. And you're going to continue through that. I'm just exiting that out. So once you've started that mission and you've progressed through it, it's going to give you more missions to complete after down at this point below, and you're going to click them and work through them. You can see over here that these are the things that you're going to be learning over here, and this is the percent of progress through that unit. So when you get to 100%, that means that you've worked through 100% of that 8th grade curriculum through Khan Academy. Okay? All right, so I hope that I helped you in figuring out how to get yourself logged in, connected with the coach, and going through the correct information up there. I'm now going to go up to the top here. So it's the end, before it's the end. When you go up here and you're going to go to notifications, so if there's nothing there, there's no more notifications for you. I might send you guys specific things to work on, and those notifications would show up over there. If you are wanting to just go back to your home screen, gosh, I'm in like, let's see, I'm in the teacher part, so how do I get to, let me go back to profile. Okay, so from wherever you're at, you should have something that has that that grade level and continuing through that class at that point. All right, so now I'm going to show you at the end of the day, how do I log off? Because tomorrow you might get a different computer, or somebody later in the day might use your computer. So you need to come to your name, you need to click on log off or log out, and it's just logged you out. Unfortunately, if you don't log out of Google, it's going to log that next person right back into your information here. So you need to also go to your Google tab, you need to come over here, and you need to sign out. Alrighty? Okay, so if you've got any questions, ask your teacher or go back and watch this video again. And I hope that you have one splendid afternoon working on Khan Academy.